Hello guys, welcome to Manageable Life Abroad channel. On this channel, we discuss scholarship opportunities, international conferences, and international jobs. If any of this interests you, kindly consider subscribing to the channel. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for checking in. And of course, if you're a new subscriber, please consider hitting down the bell notification so that when I upload a new video, you'll be the first to be notified. Today's video, as you can see from the title, is something actually special. How your profile can win you a scholarship. How understanding your profile can win you a scholarship. And what does that mean? Let's define the word a profile. So, from my understanding, when you talk of a student profile, especially someone that is seeking for scholarship, is basically it's a collection of your strength and weakness. So basically, you know the areas you are good at, the areas that you need to strengthen, and the areas you know, of course, no matter how hard maybe you try, it will always be difficult. And be genuine in yourself, okay? Like, so you have to be frank with your mind, be frank with yourself. So now, how do understanding your profile wins you a scholarship easily? You know, there are certain people who will say, we have some people who will say, okay, I don't have a first class, I don't have a second class. But do you even know that even people with third class still get scholarships? Of course, it happens. So now we have different types of scholarships. That's key, and that's one thing I want you to know. We have different types of scholarship. We have scholarship that look at your grade, that are grade sensitive, that are GPA sensitive, okay, be it for undergraduate or graduate level, or even, yes, graduate level. Now, you have scholarship that are sensitive to leadership qualities. You have scholarship that look at your industrial experience. And this is key. The reason why, because when you understand your profile, knowing your strength, okay, my strength, let's say I have a good GPA, that's my strength. And maybe I didn't have much working experience, or maybe I have not had the chance to be in certain position wherein I will demonstrate my leadership qualities. So this is the case. So if you know you are that person whom like your grade speaks, don't go for scholarships that are sensitive to leadership qualities. Don't go for scholarships that look at your industrial experience or experience. Go for those scholarships which are sensitive to grades. If you're someone that has experience but you know your grades are not up to that level, look for scholarship that look at not your grades that much, but more so focus on your experience. If you're someone with leadership, you know leadership qualities, and you know in your time, be it in school or out of school, you have had the chance or the opportunity to showcase your leadership qualities, be it you have an organization, NGO, any organization that you run by yourself, you know, maybe you are the CEO, or even a community organization that you set up. Go for those scholarships that focus on leadership qualities. One of these scholarships, and this I'm going to mention some, the Schwaman scholarship in China, Tsinghua University, is one of those scholarships that does not look at more, that does not focus on your grades. they focus more on your leadership and how you connect dots. Like basically, so how you move, you've been able to transcend from where you were and to the point how you'll be able to manage or pass through obstacles to get to the level where you are. So you have to understand your profile. It is very, very, very much important. I do see people, that's also why you find yourself that you may be applying for scholarship over and over, over and over, and you get rejected because you don't even understand your profile. It is key. When you understand your profile, sieve this scholarship, sieve them. You know, those that are more focused on maybe, okay, the other ones I do often see, like the ones that talk about talks about, let's say, age. We have age limits, and there are scholarship that does not look at age. So if you know maybe you've gone beyond most of the age limits, let's say if you are going for masters, most of the scholarship that are sensitive to age, they will say you have to be less than 35 or 30, I'm sure. Then if you are going for a PhD, you have to be more than, or I mean, you have to be less than 40 or something, or short 35. It just depends on the scholarship. Don't go for those because you find yourself in a situation where you'll be stressing yourself like when it is not even necessary. And so having understand that, there's one thing again I want to mention. I know most of us may want to go to countries like I won't name because it depends. Everybody has their choice. Okay, so let's say maybe you want to go to US. I know that's one of the most popular destination, or Canada, or Australia, or Germany, or France. It just depends which country. These developed countries, okay, especially if you are from developing country. So let's say you want to go to US, but now maybe the scholarships that are meant for people who yearn to go to US are scholarship which of course your profile does not match to. So in that case, you have to look for alternatives. So at times the road is not as straight as you may think. At times, for you even to go to US, you have to move from maybe from your own country to another country to another country, then you finally go to US. So you have to be sensitive about it. Don't keep waiting. Keep applying. Don't keep applying for the same thing, knowing that maybe your profile does not match the requirement. Why not looking for other options? Especially for those of us that are from developing nations. Go to a country that you think, however, is more developed than your own country. If you know that's the country where you know maybe your profile match. Okay, you know that if I put in an application to go to this country with this scholarship, I'm going to get it. Even though you may not need that in future or whatever, but you can use that because at the end of the day, it's about you increasing your chances, and at the same time, no matter what happens, you are going to increase your knowledge. That's key. That's one thing. You are going to learn something new, especially in a foreign country. No matter what, you are going to learn something new, and maybe you get motivated by certain things because you are going to meet different people. So even having the opportunity just to move from your own country adds up to your profile. That's one thing. So increase your chances even getting a visa because you travel. It's not like you're going to move from this country and now you just want to go to these advanced countries. What are you going to do there? This brings some questions. Okay? So you have to understand your profile. Know your strength. If I know that I'm that kind of person who does not like who is not intelligent enough, let me just put it that way, or is not smart enough to craft a perfect let's say motivational letter, then I'm going to go for scholarship that are more like not focused on this essays stuff. Maybe all they care about are my grades on something. Like for undergraduate, like the common app, you can select universities that do not require you to write any essay. or even application. So you have to understand your profile. Trust me, understanding your profile wins you a scholarship. That's one thing you should know. And knowing that I don't need to keep doing the same thing, I have to try something new. Be someone, you have to be smart in the process. You know, finding a scholarship is not for the weak. That's just the thing. It's not on a platter. Getting a fully funded scholarship is not on a platter. You really have to work. You really have to put in some work for you to get that. Because one thing you should know, this is a life-changing opportunity for you. Trust me, it's going to change you. Which is why you have to don't don't look at finding scholarship as, let's say, it's a part-time thing. If you are determined, let's say by 2025, 2026, or whatever year, this year, that year, I'm going to work on scholarships. Once that year starts, you have to start and don't back off. I mean, like, don't do it, okay, today you start writing, and for the next 1 week, you don't write anything. If, let's say, you are writing an essay. And of course, I have done another video that, especially for those of us that are seeking for fully funded scholarship, like this government scholarship, maybe Chevening or Commonwealth, whatsoever scholarship, I have made a video on that, how best you can be able to win this scholarship. Because one thing you should know, their essays, their questions are always the same. So why not, even if you are not ready to apply, let's say this year, why not taking the opportunity to look at these questions and craft perfect answers ahead of the time you want to apply? You have to be smart in the process. These are things maybe if I had known, I would have done. But fortunately, today I would say thank God, because no matter what, I've learned from it. And this is and that's the reason as to why I'm trying to share my experience and some of the things I believe that if you can actually put my words into test, you reap the benefit. So guys, understanding your profile helps you win a scholarship. If you know you have leadership qualities, you've handled leadership positions, then go for scholarship that are more interested in your leadership or extracurriculum activities. This is key. If you know you're someone who just depend on your GPAs, then focus. If you know you don't have leadership qualities, or you've not had the opportunity to handle leadership positions, focus on those scholarships that are sensitive to grades. So guys, I want to leave you with one thing, that there's no better time to start. Anytime is good for you to start. I wish you the very best, always. And I pray that when you put in your next application, you will receive that email or that phone call that you have an interview or congratulations. And please don't forget, this channel can only grow by your generosity, your likes, your subscription, and of course, you sharing my videos to other people out there who may be interested in the same content I'm creating. Thank you guys. Bye bye. See you again, and don't forget, check other videos. I have done series of videos. Okay? Thank you. See you again.